of exemplary for the country and the world at times like this. The President has thought it prudent to bring his legal advisory team to brief the world and the country on where we are regarding the presidential results. Mr. Advocate.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. You will recall that some 2 or so weeks back, we addressed the nation on the anti-rigging mechanisms that have been put in place, which were meant to ensure that the votes cast by the citizens of Zimbabwe would receive total effect. Results have now been announced. We've gone through those results. My client's view is that those results reflect a total negation of the will of the people. The result is announced. The anti-rigging mechanisms that we put in place, they've taken effect and they've assisted us greatly in showing where things went wrong. They've assisted us in establishing that there was a mammoth theft and fraud. The theft is both gross and crass. And for that reason, and taking into account that Zimbabweans are entitled to a proper election, the results announced, the declaration made by ZEC is going to be challenged. The relevant challenge has already been prepared, and it is here. The evidence that we have amassed is so clear, it is so convincing, we are happy with it. But this being a matter of legal processes and procedures, we're going to place all that evidence before the courts. But I can tell you that that evidence derives from source documents. That evidence derives from ZEC's own figures, which in our view are grossly made up, which mathematically fail to tally. Apart from that, we also have our secret weapon, which we are going to unleash through this court challenge. And you're going to see it, you're going to see what it is that the people of Zimbabwe said on the 30th of July 2018. Urge the nation to come, go about its business. The matter is assumed legal dimension in terms of the bringing of an application. We wish to assure everyone concerned that the situation is absolutely under control. All the evidence that we require is available to us. I wish, however, to indicate that there would be no bar to any citizen involved in doing the kind of work that they would want to do in order to show the world what it is that actually is happening. But from a legal perspective, from an evidentiary angle, we have what we require for the purposes of mounting not just a credible and sustainable challenge, but a challenge that is going to yield the entire vacation of the process announced by ZEC. I also wish to advise that we are working with a huge team of lawyers, local assembled. We have given their all to this cause. Part of that team also includes internationally recognized and renowned constitutional law lawyers, some of whom are drawn from the region, some of whom are drawn from regions far from ours. So we have a credible team working on this process. And once you read through the papers, which we shall shortly do, you will see the kind of work that is going in, you will see the kind of industry that is going in, you will see the kind of skill, this kind of passion that characterizes the work that we now have. There are, however, attempts to harass our team. I'm harassed. My team is harassed. I wish to let those who are involved in the harassment, let them know that we are unperturbed. We do not fear them. We are not intimidated. We do not fear people who fear us. We also are not afraid of ensuring that the backbone of our democracy, namely the electoral process, is given full effect. This is something that we are prepared to do, and if it means addressing the Constitutional Court whilst we're in prison guard, we are happy to do so. If it means addressing the Constitutional Court whilst on death beds, we are happy to do so. If it means addressing the Constitutional Court with half our limbs, we are happy and ready to do so. You notice that there has also been an attempt to destroy our evidence. Too late, guys. Too late. Should have done that before the elections. The evidence is secure, and there is nothing that is going to happen. You will notice that there are some warrants which purport to deal with matters of violence, and yet when you look at those papers, they talk about computers. What kind of computer would show the commission of acts of violence and aggression? You can see that the intention is to access the data that we have. That data cannot be accessed. That data is going to be seen for the first time in the application. But those desperate attempts speak to the fact that there is something which these people want to hide. And it is that something which they want to hide, which we are going to fully expose. So many people are going to be embarrassed, but ultimately the will of the people of Zimbabwe is going to prevail. The vote cast by Zimbabweans is going to be vindicated. Because of the acts that I complain about, it then becomes clear that there's also going to be an attempt to harass and intimidate those who must determine this application. We call upon the harassers to desist from that. Judicial independence is at the heart of our democracy. Judicial independence is at the heart of our processes. And I would also wish to say it is only when independence is at hand that its essence comes out. So may all the institutions, may all the systems, may all personnel involved ensure that there is going to be independence, ensure that men and women of integrity who have been constitutionally appointed to deal with mortal disputation are allowed to do so, are allowed to call it as they see it. This harassing of people, the kind of which we've gone through, should not be extended to those men and women who might know less. So Zimbabwe, do your bit to ensure that judicial independence is adequately protected. The last time I addressed the press conference, I was told that I was going to be arrested because I had addressed that press conference. I can assure you that I've conferred with my lawyers who tell me that there's nothing arrestable, there's nothing which will lead to an arrest in the conference that I just delivered. So Zimbabwe, this is where we are at. Soon and very soon we'll be combing through the papers that have been found in court, and you will make your own conclusions.
Thank you very much. I'll take questions going around the room. I'll start here and then go around. Okay? One.
Thank you.
You're the first to ask me the question last time around.
No,
it's so lucky.
I was the last one.
No, it's okay.
So, advocate, when are you going to file papers with the court?
Thank you. The Constitution allows us a period of 7 days, reckoned from the date of declaration, within which to file the papers. And my answer to you is that we will file within the time period permitted by the Constitution.
So you don't have a date that you can give
No,
today?
I do.
No, that you can give today.
No, I don't want to give it.
Okay, you don't want to give it?
Yes, but all I can say is that we are filing within the time period permitted by law.
Advocate, can you confirm that you have got all the relevant papers from all the police stations?
Absolutely, we have everything that we require for the purposes of this challenge. And you're going to go through the B11s, you're going to go through the results announced by ZEC, you're going to go through the figures that you're going to see on that CD that you got from ZEC, and you make your own.
Yes.
So you've spoken about harassment. What form of harassment are you enduring from the system?
We are being followed. We are being attacked left, right, and center. There are reports of arrests and imminent arrests all over the place. It's the same old nonsense reloaded. So that is what really is there. But the attempt is to unhinge the technical team. The attempt is to distract the technical team. The attempt is to ensure that the technical team does not do its work. But that is not going to happen. The technical team has already done its work. That is not going to happen. The technical team is going to do its work. That is not going to happen. This is a democratic country. People who are aggrieved by processes have the right to go to court, and nobody can interfere with the exercise of that kind of right.
Yeah.
We have seen reports saying that one of the MDC principals has been arrested. Can you give us any update on this and tell us what exactly is happening? Was he fleeing the country, and if so, why? When you have just said that you're prepared to be arrested or even prepared to die in this country fighting for this?
Yes, I speak on behalf of the President Nelson Chamisa. President Nelson Chamisa will speak on behalf of his own lifting. I speak on behalf of the technical team. President Chamisa will speak on behalf of the politicians.
Yes.
So when I tell you that we are ready to defend the court challenge mounted with our lives, I relate to us as the lawyers in the technical team. You ask President Chamisa about all those other issues, and we will deal with them in no time.
Yeah.
Okay. Advocate, this conference in terms of you filing these papers, are we not seeing you just throwing the bone to the dogs without actually just really going to file this? Because we have had announcements after announcements that we're going to file.
That sounds like blessed. Press conference after press conference, blessed. That is not true as a matter of fact. The factual premise from which you proceed, the factual premise on which you pitch your question is clearly incorrect. So this is the first press conference that I have addressed which deals with this issue. But as I've indicated, blessed, we've prepared the papers. They're here. They're here. You can comb through them. They're here. We've prepared them. We prepared them, and the evidence that we require, blessed, is known to you. You know the evidence. You do. And in fact, if I were to leave this seat and ask you to sit here, you'll tell us exactly what it is that we are saying in our papers without reading them. So there is no way that we can allow this kind of process to go unchallenged. The process has its difficulties, but there are certain things that must be done. And we are convinced that once this has been placed before a court, they can only be about one particular outcome. But look, ultimately, the call is to be made by the court.
I will take 4 last questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Right. I have read in the Herald today that ZANU-PF is preparing about 12 lawyers from their side. Is this case directly meant for ZANU-PF or Zimbabwe Electoral Commission?
We have 1,000 lawyers.
What do you make of that reaction?
They've prepared 12 lawyers with 1,000.
I have read from the Herald.
The challenge is to an electoral process. The electoral process is a set process. Of course, it involves certain malpractices, which includes ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is a direct beneficiary of those malpractices in our view. But the challenge is to a process, and that is not a ZANU-PF process, it is a SEC process. If ZANU-PF is hired 12 lawyers, good for them, we hired 1,000.
Your client has in the past complained about the capture of the bench by the ruling party. How confident are you that the Constitutional Court will hear your case fairly, given the prior statements?
Complained about the capture of the bench by the ruling party. I have not heard those complaints. I do not have a brief on those complaints. I'm not prepared to talk about those complaints. What I'm prepared to talk about is the process that I'm leading. It is a court process. I'm satisfied that the evidence is not just overwhelming as we usually say in court, but it is embarrassing. That will give the court the opportunity to call it as it says it. I've been a lawyer all my life. Law is what I know, and law is what I will do.
Thank you. Just before the election, spoke about sealing a power transfer deal with the relevant authorities. What happened to that deal?
Power is transferred upon the declaration that a person has won. So that declaration is going to come, and power shall be taken lawfully.
Do you have enough evidence to stop the inauguration on Sunday?
There is no inauguration happening on Sunday, and will not be concerned by it at any rate. Look, this is the legal position. Once a result has been announced, you have 7 days within which to challenge that result. The inauguration process involves the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is also, on the other hand, the head of the Constitutional Court. So it is not possible for a man of the integrity, for a man of the knowledge, for a man of the experience of our Chief Justice to preside over an inauguration process of a president when there is a challenge to the declaration of the result. So, it can be an inauguration on Thursday, on Sunday, say. It's not possible as a matter of law. It's just not possible.
If you lose, what's the way forward to the court?
You ask me this as a lawyer.
Yes, I am.
If I lose as a lawyer, I've lost.
And then the whole cause is lost.
No. You've asked me this as a lawyer. If I lose as a lawyer, I've lost. Yes. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you. Future is coming. We will be here to ask you again.
Well, if I lose, I have lost. The Constitutional Court is the highest court in the land. So there is no appeal against the determination of the Constitutional Court. So if you ask me as a lawyer, what will you do if you lose in the highest court? If I lose in the highest court, I've lost as a lawyer.
Thank you.
But ask that question to President Chabisa and see what kind of answer he gives you. I do not have instructions on that kind of an answer.
Right. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see you very soon. Thank you.